Hi, I'm Mariana. I use the she, they pronouns, and I'm excited to welcome you to UC Berkeley. I know it can be a whirlwind experience, and I'm excited that you're here, present, and willing to take in the messages in today's session. This session addresses 3 topic areas: preventing sexual violence, creating awareness around mental health, stress, and support, and increasing access and safety around alcohol and substance abuse. Here at Cal, we believe in respecting and supporting one another and creating a community that's inclusive and respectful of all. We're excited that you're here, and we want you to explore some ways that you can contribute to the campus community that you're now a part of too. It's the ultimate goal of Pact and GBO discussions that will allow you to understand what is and what is not acceptable at the Cal community, to prevent negative actions from occurring, and to empower you to support yourself and your fellow Golden Bear students. I work at the Pact GBO Center, and I see firsthand the impact of sexual violence on our students. While it's true this is a widespread concern, it's also true that there's a lot we can do to prevent it from happening and support survivors who've been impacted. The same is true for mental health struggles and the way we interact with alcohol and other substances. In the following play, you will see 7 characters navigate some really tough situations, step in when they feel comfortable, and also support friends and seek help when they need it. Every single person has unique experiences that they're bringing with them to Cal, specifically to the session today. That's really exciting because it means that you're all bringing so many diverse perspectives to our campus community. And your experiences also might make it hard to take in the information today. We want you to know that's completely okay, and we want you to put yourself first and respect your boundaries. If at any point you need to pause the session, we encourage you to do so. Connect with your orientation leader or an advocate at the Path to Care line. Our care line is a 24/7 free and confidential resource that you can reach at 510-643-2005. The confidential advocate will provide support and resources for you or a friend. Unfortunately, these topics and their impact on students are very common, and there will likely be survivors of harm that you encounter in your Cal communities. We want you to be empowered to seek and share resources, because at Cal, we believe and support survivors. The first few scenes you'll see are focused on alcohol and substance abuse. Pay close attention how the choices the characters make and how those choices impact themselves and the people around them. The middle of the play focuses on mental health and wellness. Notice that it's normal to experience anxiety and other struggles. And at our campus, we encourage students to seek support. Finally, the last few scenes focus on sexual violence and behaviors prohibited by UC policy. During each of these scenes, pay close attention to the opportunities the characters have to treat each other with respect and create a safe environment. They notice and interrupt harmful behavior and support friends or themselves who've experienced harm. As I mentioned, it's up to all of us to prevent and address these behaviors so we can create a campus culture that we all want to thrive in. Throughout the performance, pay attention to the characters directly and indirectly and how they intervene in unsafe situations, how they look out for one another, and how they encourage each other to seek out support. I hope you enjoy the performance.
It could have been me.
It was me.
I know someone who it happened to.
I didn't expect it.
How did this happen?
Why did this happen?
I don't know what to do.
It hits you like a brick.
Gotta learn how to deal. This is life?
It's very dynamic.
There are ups and there are downs.
You can come out on the other side.
And become stronger in the end.
Sometimes it's fucking lonely.
But it's all about your attitude.
It can be really fun.
It's party time! time.
Beer pong.
Putting on my party pants.
Calling up my girls.
That was the best night of my life.
I'll never forget it.
I almost forgot it.
Best I've ever had. I smile just thinking about it.
6 rounds.
Scrub, what?
In my time at Cal, I met my best friends.
I got my first C.
I learned about self-care.
I drank way too much.
I figured out how to be happy.
I met the love of my life.
I learned to be myself.
I found out what I was passionate about.
I was arrested.
I experimented.
I learned how to cook.
I ate ramen for 3 weeks straight.
I was nervous about transferring here from my hometown.
I missed a week of classes.
I became a lot more sleep deprived.
I became a badass.
I became an entrepreneur.
I became a thrill seeker.
I became good friends to people.
I became the person I wanted to be. I'm becoming the person I want to be. I care about this because we're all dealing with new experiences.
Because you know when people have your back.
Because college is fucking stressful.
It could help save a life.
Could have saved his life.
It could help save your life.
It could have been me.
It
was
me.
me.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Florette, that agenda you sent out in the email, that was the cutest thing ever. You're so organized. It's adorable.
Thank you. I get off track when I don't have one ready, and meetings go so smoothly when I post one. Hi, Brenda. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy that fall semester is finally here. Summer felt much longer than it actually was. Now I'm just adjusting, trying to get my bearings in our new Zoom university.
That's great. Dariana, do you want to do a brief intro? Dariana recently joined UC Berkeley Food Pantry, and she is pretty amazing, but I don't want to steal your thunder, so.
Thank you for the intro. As Florette said, my name is Dariana. I am a second-year political economy major. I've done some previous work in the SF Civic Center Food Kitchen, and I am happy to be part of the team here at Berkeley.
Welcome to the team, Dariana.
Yes, welcome. We are so happy to have you. Okay, it doesn't look like Eugenia will be making it, so let's just get to the agenda. Brenda, do you have any updates on food security programs?
Of course. Berkeley Basic Needs Center is working hard as ever to help students in need due to COVID-19. Florette, can you make me a host so I can share my screen?
Yep, just give me a sec.
This document basically goes over all the online resources we want to share with other students. First, of course, are current updates in response to COVID-19, such as lease termination rights, technology rentals, and useful mental health resources. There's a table of contents right here, and as you can see with the food security services right here, there are quick links to mental health and counseling, financial aid, housing security, and a ton of helpful resources.
Wow, this is great, Brenda. Good find. This will be super useful.
Thank you. There are a couple things I want to highlight. First, of course, are the current updates in response to the food security resources. The Basic Needs Center now offers CalFresh application help remotely. Appointments will take place either on the phone or via Google Hangouts. Second, I want to highlight some updates in relation to mental health and counseling services. So appointments with a professional on campus will now take place remotely, as well as Zoom support groups. Also, this year, there's no longer a limit as to how many free counseling sessions a student can use at Tang. That is for both SHIP and non-SHIP students. Last, there are Wi-Fi and technology rental services for students in need.
This is all so great, Brenda. Can you put those in the chat?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, now we need to figure out how we are going to share these resources around campus. I know you already started on a few ideas.
Yes, so I'm planning on flyering and tabling on Sprout throughout next week, and I've already started to post flyers around campus with Noah.
Great. Have we started on digital content yet?
No.
Okay, I will get in contact with a few different orgs on campus to help send these resources out in their newsletters. We want to reach as many students as we can. Thanks for looking into that, Brenda. Okay, next on the agenda is the UC Berkeley Food Pantry get-together Noah is hosting via Zoom. Oh, it looks like Eugenia just joined us in time to give us an update.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I slept in and completely lost track of time.
No worries, it happens. We are happy to have you now.
Hey, Eugenia.
Brenda!
I miss you. I never feel like I see you in discussion anymore.
I just can't do 8 a.m.
It's a 9 a.m.
It's the same thing to me.
You are so silly. Do you have an update on our social?
You know I do. Noah is hosting, of course. He has some ideas about group games okay for Zoom. The theme is 70s disco. Noah also made a pretty legit playlist. He kept going on about something about sick jams with a Z. He made sure to clarify it's with a Z.
Eugenia, is that a White Claw?
Eugenia, it's 10 a.m.
There are no laws with the clause.
You are wild. I can't believe you're still drinking.
Hair of the dog, Brenda. Everyone knows the best cure to a hangover is with another drink.
Okay. Well, I'm coming over to your apartment later. I think you should sober up. We need to work on our homework.
Okay. So long as we get some food first.
For sure. Bye.
Bye, guys. See you Friday.
Bye.
Boring is a word I will never use to describe Eugenia. She always manages to throw some new curveball.
Oh, they seem like really, really great people. I'm so excited to meet the rest of your friends this Friday. Thanks so much for letting me join this Zoom meeting. I loved watching you lead. So official with your adorable agenda.
It was no problem at all. I'm glad you could join in. You would be an amazing addition to the board members. Your passion for food security is hard to miss. I look forward to seeing you this Friday at the Zoom party. Don't forget to dress up.
Got it. 70s disco.
Yep. Bye, Dariana.
Bye, Florette.
Hey, Noah.
Hey, Mikey, how you been?
Could be better.
What's the matter?
No, these are just some crazy times we're living in, man. I mean, I hate to be a downer, but being a college student during a global pandemic, it's not easy.
I definitely feel you, my dude. But hey, you tired of being inside? Let's go on a hike.
Yeah.
We'll meet at the fire trail sometime soon. We can wear masks, and I hear there is a sick view up there.
I'd be down for that, actually. Thanks. I'm not that big of a tech guy. And to be honest, I always took the ability to having a video chat for granted, but appreciate you calling me, brother, especially nowadays.
Anytime.
I mean, I guess there is a plus side to having all this time to myself. I mean, I've been able to think back on my past 2 years and, everything that went on with the frat and my drinking. Yeah, I don't think I would have otherwise, but I really think I needed to.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm here for you. It's totally cool if not, though, too.
No, yeah. I mean, we would just party like every weekend and on weekdays sometimes too. Or even if I was tired or had a midterm the next day.
Damn.
Yeah. I just couldn't say no. I felt this pressure to be this tough guy who could handle anything thrown at him. I thought, if I can't keep up, what kind of man am I? Like, I had to be someone I wasn't. This guy who took every shot handed to him, or this guy who would try any drug at least once, or this guy who would drink until he had to be transported to the hospital. Partying, it became my priority, my life. Who was I going to be if I didn't fit all these expectations? Being alone for the first time away from home, it's terrifying. And I thought joining a frat would be a quick and easy way to make a ton of friends. But because I didn't feel brave enough to say, sorry, bro, can't go out tonight. I never set any limits or boundaries. Like, okay, not everyone's experience with Greek life is gonna be the same. I met so many guys who swear that joining a frat was like the best decision they ever made coming to Cal. I'm just not one of them. Like, I honestly never want to feel that way again. I mean, what's the point of partying if you can't even remember it? I took it way too far. Now, honestly, I don't know what would have happened if you and Ivan hadn't been there the night I passed out on Channing. You guys probably saved my life. And from that experience, I've come to know who my true friends really are. God, I was so caught up in being something I wasn't, but I've made strides since then. And honestly, I can't thank you both enough for supporting me through that.
Yeah, man, of course. Ivan and I knew we had to do something. It only took us putting you in the recovery position and calling you CPD to potentially save someone, your life. I didn't want to be a passive bystander because what if it was me, I'd want someone to help me out. It could have been anybody, man. This is going to sound kind of shitty, but I'm kind of glad we found you that night because, well, we wouldn't have met and become so tight. Also, I don't know if you know this, but Tang Center does offer short-term counseling for students with no fee, even if you don't have shit. I am always here for you if you need me, but it might also be helpful to talk more about this with a professional. And they could refer you to someone great in the community.
I didn't know we had that. Thanks for the advice, bro. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate you being so willing to share this with me. Well, listen, I think I gotta go. I think my roommate is burning dinner, but hit me up about that hike whenever.
All right, will do. Take it easy, man.
Hey, Noah.
Hey, Ivan, how are you? Don't mind me. I'm just looking at some virtual backgrounds.
No worries, man. I am doing great. Finally finding my pace with the new hybrid classes. Hey, nice background.
Thanks. I figured the right virtual background would really set the party mood. One time I had someone play the whole movie of Shrek in class as their virtual background.
Very bold. One might even say courageous.
True icon, no doubt. Anyways, people should be arriving soon. I just still don't fully understand Zoom etiquette. Like, before, it was weird to be the first person to show up at a party.
Hey, I am that person.
Yes, you are. And I personally appreciate you for it. But I just don't know if they're going to be showing up, like, fashionably late like the old days, or not even show up at all. I don't know. I'm just kind of nervous. It's my first time hosting a party over Zoom.
Just relax. It's Cal students. I'm sure they're just running on Berkeley time. Besides, look on the bright side. At least you won't get a noise complaint from your neighbors for a Zoom party.
Good point. We wouldn't want to be those youths and their devil music.
Exactly. So, what's the game plan for tonight?
Okay, so because it is our first social of the year, I wanted to set some ground rules to keep people talking. Avoids hella awkwardness later. First off, everyone needs a drink. I don't care if it's beer, juice, or even milk. A social without drinks is hella dry. Huh? And next, this one is very important. Everyone must take a drink every time Brenda makes a pun.
Oh, I will be making several bathroom trips. Also, BTW, I have a digital Cards Against Humanity just in case. Nothing like crass humor to bring people together.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, Noah, Ivan.
Hey, Mikey, what's up, man? What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, water for me tonight. I learned my lesson, taking a break. And besides, on Zoom, I feel like it's easier to be me and drink who I feel good and not taking a shot, handed my way.
I totally feel you, my guy. I'm not drinking alcohol tonight either.
Nice, man. What are you drinking?
Some of it's juice from Trader Joe's. Have you tried it? Apple juice.
Apple juice. Yeah, I think I might have tried that once or twice. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Brenda. Hey, Dariana.
What's up, guys? Party time! Woo!
Yeah.
I love your background, Noah.
Thanks. Well, it looks like everyone is here. So why don't we just kick things off with a little icebreaker? Never have I ever.
Yeah.
You all know how it goes. You put 10 fingers up. If what is said applies to you, you put them down. All right, Threat, want to start us off?
Of course. Okay. Never have I ever been late for class.
Never? Are you serious?
Not even for an 8 a.m.
Incredible. Wow, it looks like you knocked everyone off except for Ivan and Dariana.
Like I always say, if you are not early, you are late.
What?
Very important motto of mine. Better 3 hours too early than a second too late.
Okay. Mikey, you want to go next?
Sure. Never have I ever. Okay, I got it. Never have I ever re-downloaded Tinder because of the stay-at-home order.
Whoa, Mikey. Straight for the throat.
I'll have you know that Tinder makes some interesting conversations. I matched with a Kiwi bot last week.
Ooh.
All right. Hey, Brenda, why don't you go?
Okay. Never have I ever had a hangover.
What? How?
She's obviously blessed with genetics. I mean, I always feel my alcohol the next day.
No, I actually have never been drunk before. Drinking really isn't my thing, although I do love to go out.
Brenda, what? We have to fix this right now. I'm coming over and we're taking shots.
No, it's okay, Eugenia. I'll be fine.
But it's so much fun. I just don't want you to miss out. I'm coming over and we're taking shots.
Hey, Eugenia, I think you're making her feel uncomfortable.
Shit. Sorry.
Maybe it's time for some water?
Okay. I think I gotta go.
Thanks, Noah. I'm gonna go check on her. She's just a few doors down. Bye, everyone.
Noah, I'm gonna hop off too. Early day tomorrow.
No problem at all. Nice seeing you, Florette.
Hi, Florette.
Me too. So nice to meet you all.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh. And then there were three.
The Three Musketeers.
Oh.
Sure. No. Do you both mind if I smoke?
No, go for it.
I do not mind at all.
Just don't want to be impolite. I'd offer you guys a hit, but
Thanks for the gesture. Luckily, it's not really my thing, so you're all good.
Yeah, Ivan, so considerate, my dear. And Mikey, I totally get what you're saying, how it's not really for you. I started smoking all the time when it became legal, with friends and alone, even before class.
No, I can't get high before class. I wouldn't be able to focus.
The classes are hard enough here. And the weed definitely wasn't helping. I just felt really unmotivated. My GPA took a really big hit. Once I got my grades back last semester, I kind of realized I couldn't get to the places I wanted to go if I kept it up. I also realized that although weed was making me feel really good in the moment, I was just doing it because I was bored, which is never a good reason to do anything.
it definitely isn't for everyone. I actually have a prescription, and it really helps me with my anxiety. Obviously, you have to have moderation, just like with everything, but it's got a lot of benefits too.
Well, Ivan, if you ever learn how to do those fancy smoke rings, you got to share that talent with the whole glade.
Of course, I will train hard every day just for you.
I, more than anyone, would love to see you be a success on the smoke trick circuit. But I think it's about time we called it a night, boys. Thank you for your service, my fellow musketeers.
For sure. Good night, Noah. Night, Mikey.
Good night. Thanks again, Noah, for inviting me.
No problem at all, my dude.
Oh, hey, Florette.
Hey, Doriana, what's up? How have you been?
I've been good. It's been really nice getting to know you these past couple weeks. I'm so glad I could make it to that Zoom party the other night. I was so excited to meet all your friends.
Yeah, they honestly think you're cooler than me.
Yeah, right.
It's true. Probably because you are.
Shut up.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Actually, there is something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
What's up?
I'm not really sure how you're going to take this, but I need to get it off my chest.
Doriana, is everything okay? You know you can tell me anything.
Okay. After spending so much time together these past couple weeks, I've been starting to think of you as, well, more than a friend.
Wow. Yeah, I've started to feel the same, actually. But I really didn't think you thought of me that way.
Wait, really? I was so nervous to tell you. I was pretty sure you only thought of me as a friend.
I think you are absolutely beautiful.
What, me?
Yeah, you. Who else?
You think you're so funny, don't you?
No, I think you are.
Florette,
Yeah?
I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Good night.
Okay, good night.
Are you gonna hang up?
Are you gonna hang up?
I would kiss you right now if I could.
I've been wanting to for a long time now.
Soon, hopefully.
Uh,
Good night, Dariana.
Good night, Florette.
The girl you saw earlier, she was getting drunk every chance she could. Don't get me wrong. At first, it was a ton of fun. I loved dancing. And I was getting pretty good at beer pong too. I loved it when someone wanted to be on my team, like, I finally fit in. Freshman year, my floor mates and I would go out all the time. But over time, they joined different clubs, had various obligations. We just drifted apart. And it was hard for me. So I started drinking by myself. I would end up drinking a lot. And ironically, even more so during quarantine. I didn't realize how much I was drinking until Brenda mentioned it to me. Looking back, I'm really glad she waited to talk about it. I wasn't in the right headspace to talk about it then and there. Anyways, when she told me her concerns, I thought, what's the big deal? It's college. I'm just having fun. But then she mentioned how she always had to leave parties early in order to take care of me and how uncomfortable she felt when I pushed her to drink. That definitely wasn't okay. Well, when she told me that, I kind of broke down. I'm not the best version of myself when I drink like this. It's a person I thought I needed to be to have friends in college, but really, I just ended up pushing people away. They were all so understanding when I was trying to get the help I needed. But I wouldn't have these friends if I hadn't confronted my drinking and myself. I wish I had known better. But I had a bit of growing to do first.
I used to have a 4.0, and then I came here.
I miss my high school friends. I hate meeting new people. It stresses me out.
3 a.m. again. Still can't sleep. Why can't I sleep?
Thanks, but I'm not going to smoke tonight. Whoa, never said that before.
I hate chemistry. I hate my professor. Screw this class. I quit.
Hey, when I get drinks this weekend, it's been a rough week. I could really use a drink.
Mom, I can't talk right now. I don't feel so good.
Shit! I got another D!
Why wasn't I invited? I told you, no one likes me.
Fell asleep in English again. I just want to get some sleep.
Definitely not. I'm staying home again. And again. And again!
Ditching lab today, ditching math today, ditching chem tomorrow.
I just want to get trashed tonight. I need a break. This is too much.
I can't talk right now. I can't talk right now.
I'm a failure.
I'm a loser.
I can't sleep.
I don't eat.
I don't care.
Need a break.
I can't breathe.
Heart pounding, thoughts racing.
They don't like me. No one likes me.
Let me sleep.
Leave me alone.
Still don't care.
Need a drink.
Gonna faint.
Can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Can't sleep.
Don't eat.
Don't care.
You're not enough. You're
You're
not
not enough.
You're
You're
not
not enough.
You're
not enough.
Sometimes I feel like my GPA defines me. Nothing else matters. I feel like I'm just another number, but my number is worse than everyone else's.
Sometimes I walk into a room of new people and I feel this huge weight on my chest. It's like I can't move. I can't talk. I just stand there and think of a way to leave without being noticed.
Lately, I've been getting 3 hours of sleep a night on average. I get in bed and I can't turn off my brain. I just lay there awake every night thinking. I feel like I can't stop it.
Back in my CC, I used to go out all the time, but now it just takes too much energy. I've completely lost interest in my friends, my team, my club. I'd rather just sit at home alone.
I used to love school, but right now it's just too hard. I don't even want to try anymore. There's some weeks I don't go to class at all.
I like going out and drinking with my friends because it makes me feel confident and social. Usually, I feel ugly. I feel like a loser. Drinking lets me step back from the weight of my family's expectations, the stress of my classes, and the feeling I get when I look at myself in the mirror.
Can't predict when it's going to happen, but certain things make me feel sick. I get nauseous. I get dizzy. I feel like I can't catch my breath. Sometimes my eyes fill up with tears. It's like I get hit with this wave of anger and fear, and it's like resulting in this uncontrollable internal chaos.
I just
want to feel
normal.
I started making time to have lunch with my best friend every week. There is more to life than just studying, and I decided I wanted more than just an academic experience.
I started trying to spend more time with myself outdoors. I try to hike every weekend. I added a class outside of my major. It's actually pretty cool.
I started turning my phone off at 9 and stopped looking at my computer. I started writing in a journal before I went to bed. I've been sleeping a lot better once I learned what helps me wind down at night.
Honestly, going on medication made a big difference. I started seeing a therapist, and I take a pill every day. Some people need an inhaler for asthma. I need this.
I started a study group and I got a tutor. Getting me a little extra support really helped, and I made some great friends in my study group. We're all going to sign up for the same lab section next semester.
I realized I wasn't drinking for myself and that I wanted to work on my self-confidence. So I got connected with a counselor at the Tank Center and started going to support group there too. It really helps to talk to people who get it.
Those feelings, they were panic attacks. I didn't want those feelings controlling my life anymore, so I signed up for a yoga class. I made it a PE class to make sure I did it. When I start feeling anxious, I practice a deep breathing exercise that we learned in class. I also started talking to my advisor. Talking to her really helps me feel normal.
Hey, how have you been? I feel like I haven't talked to you in for so long.
I'm doing pretty good. Classes sort of picked up and have been keeping me busy.
I feel that.
But actually, there was something I wanted to talk about with you. I don't mean to be a downer.
Don't even worry about it. What's going on?
Well, I've sort of been seeing this guy, and things have been going great. We've been having a lot of fun. But last night, after we got boba, he walked me home and he came upstairs. And we started hooking up. And
Hey. It's okay. You can tell me whatever you're comfortable sharing.
thank you. I don't really know how to explain it, but basically I wasn't comfortable with what happened last night. Things happened so quickly and he never asked me what I wanted to do or not do. He just sort of took over. I feel so awful today. Is that normal? I don't know what I should do about it.
First, I just want to say thank you for calling me. I know it's not easy to talk about, and it's totally normal to feel bad and uncertain after something happened that you didn't consent to.
I really appreciate you saying that. I don't know what to do. I feel so lost.
Is there anything you need right now?
I guess I just need to figure out how to make sense of what happened. I know I can talk to you, and I'm so grateful for that, but do you know what I can do next? What my options are?
Well, I actually volunteer at the Pact Care Center on campus. They have advocates who offer confidential support to anyone who's been a victim of sexual violence, dating violence, stalking, and sexual harassment. Can I send their information over chat?
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just call anytime and talk to someone?
Yeah. And if you want, I can stay on Zoom with you while you call. Totally up to you.
I'd really like that. I definitely want to call, but I'm nervous about it.
Totally valid. I'll be here with you. I'll be here to support you.
I'm gonna call. Thanks for being here with me.
You've reached the care line. How can I help you?
Hi. My friend gave me your number and suggested I talk to an advocate about something that happened last night.
I'm really glad you called. I'm a confidential advocate with the Pact Care Center. If you want to talk right now over the phone, we can, or we can schedule an appointment to meet via Zoom to review support services and healing options.
Yes, thank you. Can you hold on a minute? I'm going to make an appointment. Eugenia, thank you so much for your support.
I'll be here for you. Always.
Thanks, Eugenia.
Hey, so sorry that I'm late. I was just talking with my girlfriend Casey in LA.
No worries at all. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Casey just misses me and wanted me to keep FaceTiming her instead of working on this project with you. Let's just get started.
Well, if there's anything you want to talk about, I'm here to listen. So, for the PowerPoint, I was thinking that I could work on the history of neoliberalism while you... Noah, are you listening?
Hey, sorry. Yeah, that works with me.
Okay, so I'll share the Google Doc.
You know what? I'm sorry. I really can't focus right now. This Casey thing is all I can think about.
I can see that. What's going on?
Yeah, well, she's just pissed off that I'm on here right now. Maybe I've talked about you too much or the other people in the group, but Casey just keeps acting like I'm cheating on her every time I meet with someone to do work. Even after I told her how stressed out I was about this project and how much I needed to work on it with you, she was still like, where are you going? And who's going to be there? And will constantly text me to ask me what's going on, just like she's doing right now. It's like she doesn't trust me or something.
Does this happen a lot?
Well, now that I think about it, yeah, it actually is a lot. I didn't go to that party you invited me to a while ago with you and Dariana because she thought I might hook up with someone there and threatened to break up with me if I went.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And when I told her that threat hurt me, she told me that I was misremembering, that she had never said that, although I'm certain that she did. And a few weeks ago, I was stressing out about this OChem midterm I had the next day. And when I told her I needed to go study, Casey started wailing and crying, saying that I don't care about how she feels or give her enough attention, even though we'd been talking for 2 hours. I spent the whole night trying to comfort her, and I ended up failing my midterm the next day. I don't know. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I just don't give Casey the attention she deserves.
Noah, I understand why you might feel like there's something you're doing wrong, but it also sounds like the way Casey's treating you is pretty intense. Some of the things she's doing sound like she's trying to control how you spend your time.
I guess you're right. I just don't know what to do. I love Casey. I'm not sure how much longer I can keep this up.
It sounds like you've tried to set up boundaries in your relationship and they're not being respected.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I guess I could try to talk to Casey about it directly. I don't know. Have you ever had to deal with something like this?
Well, freshman year, I was in a relationship with someone and they were being very controlling. It was hard to talk about, but I'm glad I did. I basically told them how I was feeling and what I needed in order for the relationship to work.
Okay. Maybe I'll give that a try.
You're the one who knows Casey the best, but it's never okay for someone to control you or give you this much anxiety. I know this is a tough situation to be in, but It's totally up to you what you want to do. I'm here to support you no matter what.
Thanks for saying that, Florette. It just feels so weird to be in this situation. I'm really glad I could talk about it with you. Let's just get started on the project, and then maybe afterwards we can talk more about what I should do with Casey.
Sounds good. I'm here for you anytime you want to talk.
Hey, Dariana.
Hey, Mikey. Thanks so much for picking up. Something really weird happened. Can you talk?
Yeah, of course. What's going on?
So, before I started dating Florette, I was seeing this guy, Jordan, right?
Mhm.
One night, we were both feeling it, so we sent each other pictures. We promised each other that we would delete them right away and we wouldn't show them to anyone. And then things with Jordan kind of fizzled out and I forgot about the photos. But yesterday, one of Jordan's friends DM'd me on Instagram and commented how good I looked in one of these photos that Jordan had of me.
Damn. Dariana, that's really messed up of him. I'm sorry that this is happening to you.
I just feel like such an idiot. Like, why did I send those photos to Jordan in the first place? I thought I could trust him when he said he'd delete them right away. I deleted the one of him. Why didn't he keep his word?
Right. You have every right to be mad, right? You didn't do anything wrong, Dariana. Right? He didn't keep his promise and totally violated your privacy. I mean, just because you agree to share the photo with him doesn't mean you agree that he could share it to his friends.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely didn't consent to that. And now I'm freaking out because what if Florette sees? She knows some of Jordan's friends. Like, things are going really well with us right now, and I would be so embarrassed if she were to find out about this.
Yeah, I get why you're worried about that. But Florette cares about you, like, a lot. She doesn't seem like the person that would judge you for this.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
And besides, anyone who would look at you differently because of this isn't someone worth your time. It's not your fault, Dariana. All right? You agreed to something and Jordan turned around and did the opposite. I mean, it's totally on him.
Yeah. You're right. We had a really clear conversation about what I was okay with. I even have the text where I asked him not to show it to anyone.
Well, thanks for sharing this with me. I'm sure that wasn't easy. What do you think is the best thing for you to do now?
I think I need to talk to Florette about all this. I'm really nervous too, but I know I'll feel better once I do. Thanks so much for letting me rant about all this, Mikey. I didn't mean to put anything on you.
No, you're not putting anything on me, Dariana. I'm here for you, whether you want to talk more about this or anything else.
Thanks, Mikey.
Sorry I'm late. So I know we've been talking about the drinking thing, but I was hoping we could actually start off today's session by talking about a conversation I had with a friend today.
So I know how in our last appointment, I was talking about how I was scared to tell Florette, but I really, really wanted to tell someone. I actually told a friend about what was happening recently.
I can't believe what Dariana's going through. I mean, she was so brave to tell me, and I hope I responded okay. I was trying to remember what I learned in that online sexual assault prevention for undergraduates training, and how to react when someone tells you about an experience with sexual violence or harassment. And from my experiences too, I know that the most important thing is sometimes to just believe the person.
I'm so relieved about how Mikey reacted to this whole thing with Jordan. I haven't talked to anyone but you, about this whole photo thing. So it really helps that the first friend I talked to was so understanding and didn't judge me. When Mikey was talking to me, it felt really good to know it was so important for him to validate my experience. It was so refreshing to know that he believed and supported me too.
And I know some resources on campus that could help Dariana, but I didn't want to push it on her. Right? I asked her what she needed, and she didn't ask for more people to be involved. But if she ever wants to talk to an advocate at the Pact Care Center or a counselor here, I'll make sure to have the info ready for her.
Sometimes all you need is a friend who will just listen and not push you to do what they think is best. Mikey was that friend.
I mean, this whole thing that Dariana is going through has me thinking about one of my friends. I mean, he showed me nude photos of girls he's been with before, and I just figured they were okay with it or something.
I know it's Jordan's fault for sharing a photo of me without my consent. But what about his friends? What about the people he sent it to who didn't call him out? If someone had told him it wasn't cool, he probably would have listened.
I need to do something, right? Seeing how much it affected Dariana, no one deserves to go through something like that. I think the next time my friend shows me a photo like that, or any of my friends, I'm gonna ask them, do you have their permission? It doesn't matter that I'd never do it. I just gotta call people out on their shit. It could keep someone safe.
Talking to Mikey helped me feel a little bit more safe.
When I first started at Cal, I felt like I finally had everything under control. I loved my classes, and I immediately got involved in a bunch of organizations. I had my heart and mind set on making a name for myself on this campus, even if it meant going the extra mile and reaching out to people virtually. Right off the bat, I made a ton of friends. I had an amazing group of people on my floor at Martinez Commons. Then midterms came around. I suddenly realized that taking 17 units was a lot, and that calculus moved a lot faster here than it did back in community college. Things started getting really intense, and I didn't know how to balance everything as a transfer student. Failure was not an option for me. I didn't know what to do until Noah finally said something.
Hey, Ivan, how you doing?
Hey, Noah, I'm fine.
How did the calculator go?
Oh, I probably failed it, but it's fine. It's whatever at this point.
Listen, Ivan, I noticed you haven't really been showing up to class recently, and well, I just wanted to check in and make sure everything was all right.
Oh no, yeah, I'm fine. It's just work, you know.
Look, it really seems like it's not really fine. If you want to talk about something or get anything off your chest, I'm here for you, but I can also go if you need some alone time.
Noah,
Yeah?
actually, it would be nice to talk for a minute.
Absolutely, man. What's on your mind?
I've just been really stressed out lately. I mean, this semester started out great. Suddenly all my work started piling up, and then I failed my calc midterm, and then out of nowhere, it's like my confidence fell out from under me. I wake up in the morning and the first thought to pop into my head is, how am I going to get through today with everything I have to do on top of studying? I start to feel out of control, and my chest feels really heavy, and it gets hard to breathe.
That sounds like a panic attack.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. And then when I feel like that, I can't do anything. And that sets me even further behind. And when I feel like that, I can't go to club meetings or online class or even respond to my text. I feel like I'm in this constant downward spiral and I can't get out. I don't know what to do. Most days I just lay in bed and I just feel like nobody would care if I was gone. But I wouldn't care if I was gone. I just lay there and I just want to disappear.
Hey, buddy, I'm really sorry. I thought something might be happening, but I didn't know it had gotten that bad. I've actually have never told anyone this before, but I actually I actually know how you're feeling. I've dealt with depression for a long time. And I know how hard it is to even admit that you're not okay. For me, it felt like it was never going to get better, no matter what I did. But I started actually leaning on the people in my life. And with the help of my closest friends, my family, and my therapist, I started feeling like that maybe things would actually get better. And that what I was feeling wasn't just something I had to deal with on my own. In my case, the first step I took was making a phone call to the tank center and making an appointment with a counselor there. If you'd be okay with it, maybe we can make that phone call together. And I can come to your first session and wait with you. I know that this process can be so fucking lonely, and I just want you to know that I'm here for you.
Thanks.
Anytime, man. Seriously. Call me whenever.
The next day, Noah stayed with me as I called and made an appointment. And he kept his word and walked me to counseling and sat and waited for me the whole time I was there. Even if I had chosen not to go to the Tang Center, I know he would have supported me in any decision I made. I started seeing a therapist. I take medication to manage my depression and anxiety. And I mean, not everybody needs meds, of course, and everybody's process is going to look a little different, but for me, they really helped. I got registered with the Disabled Students Program on campus so that I could get accommodations that would help me succeed in my classes, even when I feel really bad. Now I'm in my final semester at Cal. I became an RA. I wanted to put myself on the front lines for students who might experience something like what I did. It is easy to feel alone when the world gets way too heavy, way too fast. I wanted to be someone who could help carry some of the burden that falls so heavily on students at the beginning of their college careers. My experience is shared with so many other people. Back then, I couldn't see that. Now, I can. And I am not cured, and I am only beginning the process of learning how to take care of myself and listen to what I need, but I just found a better balance. Now I know the kinds of things that keep me feeling good. I go take naps on the glade in the sun. I missed doing that. I play basketball with my friends. I call my mom. Taking care of myself is all about balance. In my time here at Cal, I have experienced so many ups and downs, so many times where I felt overwhelmed and exhausted, and I just wanted to give everything up. But I have also felt empowered and inspired. I have been able to work under world-class professors, meet people from all over the world, and take part in a campus culture rooted in activism. My time here at Cal hasn't been easy, but I can also honestly say I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Hi, my name is Brenda, and I'm a junior double majoring in theater and film. Something I would like to pass on to the incoming class is a moment to recognize how amazing and strong each and every one of you are. You're all here under strange and tough times, and you all deserve to be here at Cal. Even when times feel tough, I hope you all remember that you all belong here. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dariana Lancet, and I use she, her, and they, them pronouns. I am a senior at UC Berkeley, and I study English and theater and performance studies. If I could go back in time and tell my starting Cal self something, I would want to tell her, you don't have to add anything to yourself to be of value, which is maybe kind of a weird idea, but like just that you as a human being, just by being, are of value. And that you don't need to add that job opportunity or that grade in a class or that quality for that to be any more of the case than it already is. I wish someone or something had been inside my head telling my starting Cal self that you deserve and need rest. You deserve and need ease, and you deserve and need joy as well. So to all the starting Cal freshmen and transfers and anyone who's starting Cal right now, I hope these are really weird and hard times right now in so many ways. But I hope this coming semester and year and your whole time at Cal that you continue to make space and time and reserve energy for making joy for yourself and those you care about. And yeah, you got this. Bye.
Hi, my name is Eugenia Kelsey Kusibuatama. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm double majoring in molecular cell and biology and theater and performance studies. My first year here at Cal, I had huge social anxiety. Conversations with people wouldn't go past the normal, what's your name and what's your majors? I had a hard time fitting in because my sense of humor and my ethnicity was different from the people that I found myself around. Dinners were mostly the hardest part because I couldn't find anyone to eat with. And since we weren't allowed to take food outside the cafeterias, sometimes wouldn't eat. I say this to reassure you that in case you find yourself in my situation, these are things that I did to better connect with my pals here at Cal. So one, you want to join ethnic groups / clubs. Since these people have the same culture as you, you're bound to fit in and not feel so alone. The second thing that I did was study groups. These are areas that I felt less pressure to show my personality. It was more of what you knew. And since we were all here struggling here at Cal, like we just fit in, and sometimes we would just eat before going to study. And yeah, I hope these tips help you better your experience here at Cal.
Hi, I'm Florette Modica. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a junior double majoring in theater and English. I think what I struggled with most when I first came to college was how to build the kind of social life that I wanted to have. In my first year, I spent a lot of nights alone in my room, wanting to go out, but not having anyone to go out with. My roommates were the polar opposite of me, and I struggled with finding people who had similar interests. What helped me most in my first year of college was keeping myself busy, but busy in a positive, non-stressful way. My biggest piece of advice for incoming students is to go to as many club meetings as possible and talk to as many students in your classes as you can. I know it can be difficult to put yourself out there. It definitely was for me, but I promise that it pays off. The more ways that you can find to meet people, the easier it will be for you to start to build your community here. I also know that your experience navigating college during this crazy time is going to look a lot different compared to years before. But it's the people around you, whether physically or virtually, who are going to be going through the same experiences, and you will help each other through it. The other thing I'll say is that it's okay if you don't fall in love with college immediately. I didn't. For the longest time, I wasn't even sure I wanted to stay at Cal. I thought about transferring. People kept telling me it would get better, but I didn't know if it would. And then eventually it did. I made more friends, I got more involved in my department, and I pledged a professional fraternity. I'm glad that I go here now, but just 1 year ago, I wasn't. So if that's you, know that it's okay. And just because you might not fall in love with Cal immediately, doesn't mean it's not the right place for you to be.
Hi, I'm Mikey Loria. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm a senior double majoring in theater and performance studies, as well as film studies. Some advice I wish to give to the new incoming students at Cal is know that you are enough, right? I spent my first couple of years thinking that I wasn't enough, and I was comparing myself to my peers and my other classmates and thinking, oh, they're doing all these classes or they're working outside of school, and why am I not doing these things? And I advise you to focus on yourself and not fixate on the things that you do not have, because you have great things. You are inherently great. And as hard as things get, always remember that you are enough. You're studying among great people, and therefore you are also great.
Hi there. My name is Noah Zaga. I am a senior studying cognitive science and minoring in theater and data science. Use whatever pronouns you want for me. If I had anything to say to a peewee little Noah entering freshman year, it would probably be take almost every unexpected opportunity thrown your way. These can lead to careers, these can lead to new friends, or even just a really good story. You know, don't be afraid to do things that make you happy. Likely, this isn't the Berkeley experience you bargained for. Hell, this is not the senior year I bargained for. And stress and anxiety may be inevitable. But let's be honest, stress and anxiety belong to the streets. It's okay to not feel like the best version of yourself. It's okay to catch yourself slipping sometimes. We got you. For what it's worth, I got you. Eat some dank food, take a long shower, and crush those Zoom lectures. If you see me in one, I'll probably be asleep. Oh, and also don't feed the squirrels on campus. They're a little chonky.
Hi, my name is Peter Steelstra. I'm a fourth-year mechanical engineering major. Preferred pronouns he, him, his. My advice to any student looking to major in anything is to be brutally honest with yourself about what it is you want for your future and what you want to get out of your time at college. Now more than ever is the time to truly discover yourself, your ambitions, your desires, your dreams. Don't fool yourself into thinking that what other people want for you is what you want. Learn about yourself, learn what sort of path you want to take to what sort of future you want, and then start working towards that.